This is Radio Free Cybertron, episode 921. I am Brian Kilby. Radio Free Cybertron is the world's first and oldest toy and action figure podcast since 1999. And I was out again last week. Thank you, Chris, for covering.
You got it.
I have never been so sick. It was flu type A. Get your flu shot. I'm a month late on my flu shot because December and January are horrible for me. Didn't get around to it and it bit me. I had 103.5 fever during the show last week. I may have come close to 104. It was bad. Get your flu shot. We'll see if I can make it through because this is the most I'll have spoken in 2 weeks. Fingers crossed. But fortunately with me, I have Chris.
Hello.
Diecast.
Also, when you get your flu shot, don't forget to get your pets spayed and neutered.
Get your pet spayed and neutered as well. Don.
Hello.
Get your Don spayed and neutered. Matt.
Greetings. Wait, what?
Rob.
Get your COVID shot too.
COVID shot too. Do it at the same time.
Get your COVID spayed and neutered.
Yep. And John.
Get them at the same time, but you will feel bad.
Regret it.
Yeah. John DeLuna.
Yo.
Oh, hey, let's see here. There's a lot of stuff going on. Like new EarthSpark toys, Monster Hunter. I'm just reading through the show notes.
Yeah, I thought EarthSpark was done.
Is EarthSpark? No, it's coming back for another season, isn't it?
They've got a half block of episodes, I think, still to put out on Prime Video.
Yeah, so, a lot of stuff going on this week. So we have new EarthSpark toys via well-known Transformers website, comicbook.com.
Uh-huh.
And I like them.
Oh, no, the toys look good.
They look good. So it's Deluxe Class Terran hashtag, Deluxe Class Soundwave, and EarthSpark Optimus Prime Battle Trailer, whatever you want to call it. They look good. I wish I collected non-generation stuff at this point, but I gotta have some line to draw.
Yeah.
I feel like that Soundwave should be an exception, though. It looks so good. It's one of those figures, kind of like the purple guy was that we all got.
Oh, Aftermath.
Aftermath. Thank you.
I didn't get Aftermath.
I feel
Aftermath is worth getting if you ever feel like it.
Yeah, but it's one of those figures where even though it's a line you may not collect, it's still a really good figure. That's what looks like this Soundwave is going to be. So it's probably, I'm not collecting this whole line, but I'm definitely going to get that.
I mean, I like the way this hashtag looks too. I don't
hashtag looks great.
I don't think that would look terribly out of place with other stuff.
Yeah,
it looks really good. I don't regret buying the Takara remodeled action feature one, but I will totally double dip and get this too. Both of them look like great toys in different ways, and I'm super happy with the positive attention they've given to the character to get two toys like this.
Yeah, the Prime Battle Trailer Optimus Prime sort of illustrates to me, for me anyway, a general problem with Optimus Prime. That trailer, unless you do something really cool with it, is just not a great accessory.
Yeah.
I mean, and this one just looks really boring.
I swear I think that's the one that came out in EarthSpark that was a Target exclusive.
I was talking to somebody about this on Twitter, and apparently that one was a repackage of a Cyberverse toy that's very similar.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, the shapes are similar, but this does seem to be completely different. It also has the big cannon in there, which apparently has both lights and sounds.
Neat.
That's why it's $40. I was trying to figure it out. I'm I know it's a lot of plastic, but that Prime does not look like a deluxe. It looks almost like a
warrior.
Yeah, it's probably somewhere between a core class and a warrior, I would guess.
And apparently it shoots missiles because there's two missiles pictured, but
it does have two missiles pictured, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't see on the gun.
The barrel probably is a missile launcher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it just lights up and makes noise around the missile.
Yeah, I will admit it's kind of expensive, but I'm not unhappy to see lights and sounds and missile launching come back to some of these toys for
100%, man.
Yeah. EarthSpark One Step Smash Changers assortment. Those are already out, aren't they?
I've seen Thrash in Walmart somewhere. somewhere. Might have been Nashville, I forget. I've done too much traveling. Like, I mean, compared to Diecast, I've done no traveling, but I've done too much traveling in the last like 6 weeks, and I can't keep track of what was where when. Yes, no, this assortment is already hitting stores. But like the thing that really grabs me though is the deluxe Soundwave. Like, just the more I look at the pictures, the vehicle mode looks really good. The robot mode looks good for sure from the front. Maybe it won't so much from the back, but like the transformation on it looks not too dissimilar from Energon Dive Bomb, which was one of my favorite toys from Transformers Energon, now 21 years ago. Kill me. But like, if you're going to make me recall a toy from that long ago, that's a great toy to remind me of. And like, it's just, I would kind of like to see this in other decos, a sound blaster on this mold so that the stealth bomber would actually be like, low visibility black would be great. The white and blue shattered glass or electrostatic Soundwave colors would probably look good on this too. Like,
it's a headband.
I don't sold separately.
Yeah.
I don't know if EarthSpark in its last gasps here has enough life in it to actually get redecos of these deluxe molds, but like I would totally be here for more iterations of the Soundwave.
Yeah. The only thing that bugs me about the Soundwave, and it's very minor, is the mouth plate. It's just something about
that is accurate to the show, though.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, all that blue makes the red and the silver pop. But I guess I'm just used to Soundwave having a mouth plate.
It's
that
boring looking.
Just that's what my eye was drawn to. But I think it's a great looking figure. I like it when they can do something at least with the wings folded up around the legs, so it's not just like wings sticking out everywhere.
So I don't think it's the wings folded up around the legs. I think it's wings folded up as legs. That's why I say it may not look so great from the back, because I think the whole lower leg is going to be.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Now.
If you think about Takara Selects or whatever Diatlas and how the legs were on that.
Yeah.
Slightly better than that, but same family.
Yeah.
We need a sound blaster of this, because to get a black stealth bomber would be awesome.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Also, that this would look really good with, in black plastic with red chest or purple.
Yes.
I want one that's nearly invisible in radar. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Okay, so a clear plastic one.
Yeah. So, hey, Rob, this next news item, can you tell us about it?
Absolutely. Let me bring up the story so I can do the specifics, but in general, this is the previously announced Monster Hunter Transformers collaboration, Rathalos Prime, as the Silver Rathalos subspecies. Those are generally faster, stronger, and nastier.
And more alive?
And sometimes, yes. Well, usually when I fight them, they end up more alive than the standard ones. So yes. But yeah, this just for the record, this is not what I predicted before. I should have thought of this. But this is the silver subspecies is still a Rathalos. The Rathian is what I predicted. That's the female species and comes in green and gold. So,
gold would look good.
It would, but yeah, I think there are a few minor physical differences between the two that would require remolding, which this does not, of course. So, makes sense this would come first. Also, man, if they went that route, they might want to do the female armor set. Now that I think about it, but
yeah, probably.
Yeah, but yeah, this is still a really great design. Like, it's one of the best crossovers I've seen, just because everything about it is just a really well integrated, influence from Monster Hunter. The beast mode is the dragon, the robot mode is the armor you make from the dragon, and the weapon is a weapon you can use in the game. It's apparently pre-orders for this go up in Japan on Thursday, February 13th. And I suspect it's going to be probably same price or a little more as the other one.
Cool. Also going up for pre-order on the 13th is Nucleon Quest Super Convoy, the masterpiece.
I'm not getting it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I'm not.
Okay, Rob, for someone who doesn't know a damn thing about this.
Yeah.
Which version of those two is the better one to get, disregarding continuity? Which one is one better than the other?
In game terms, probably the Silver Rathalos armor and weapons are going to be stronger because it is a rarer and higher rank monster. So, just in game terms, that would be better. In terms of like just being a mascot for the series, the standard colors Rathalos is what you're more likely to see, and actually appears in Smash Brothers as a boss.
Ooh, neat. So. Is this our first Smash Transformer?
I think it is.
Did Sonic make his way to Smash?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, John. I haven't played Smash in a while, so.
Although I don't think I've ever played Smash.
Rathalos Prime will probably be out before the Sonic crossover is.
Okay. Cool. Very cool. Okay. I just love, Chris, I'm assuming this is your note, that this should have been Cheetor. Collaborative Supreme Optimus Prime first look. So Supreme is a clothing brand. You'll normally see it, it just says Supreme on it. Like, yeah, it's kind of boring, but people like it. But it is Optimus Prime in like basically all red with the Supreme trailer. It's honestly kind of ugly and kind of boring. I'll probably get it. But he's almost completely red with the Supreme logo on the trailer. There are yellow missiles and a red roller. And there's instructions. Instructions also say Supreme.
So basically, it's another version of a Bape Optimus.
Kinda.
Yeah, kinda.
I guess it's a similar idea, but completely different brand, and probably there'll be more than 5 of these made.
I need to go back and get those, and I hate myself for saying that.
I mean, probably what you'll end up having to get is the bootlegs of those, because those were much more plentiful. Like the actual Bathing Ape Optimus variations were fairly limited quantity, and I think you could only buy them physically in the Bathing Ape stores in Japan. I don't think there was an online option for them ever. So like the genuine ones are extremely hard to come by comparatively.
Oh, I've seen them on Mandarake, I thought.
Those could be the bootlegs.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Oh, okay. I was not aware that those are the bootlegs. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know enough about them to know how to tell genuine from bootleg in that case.
The price.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, fair.
No, so like this Supreme thing, it's not something I would buy. I don't hate the way it looks.
No.
Like the solid red is not as, on paper it seems like something that should be really boring looking, but it's not.
I do like the yellow highlights on the missiles and the lights, horns, whatever it is on top of the cab.
Like the fog lights, I think.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see like yellow wheels, something like that. Maybe just a little bit more color other than just red.
I might have made the fuel tanks on the legs yellow in this case. I
think for me, like, it works because this genuinely looks like a truck you would see on the road, because this is how a truck, a real world semi truck would be decorated. Its trailer would be all, unified branding on it. The cab, if it's a fleet cab and not a for hire cab, it would be the same color as the trailer. Like, it works for what this kind of represents. And I would have made the stripe around the cab yellow instead of being silver, just to contribute to that part of the conversation.
I'm assuming this, since the instructions do not say missing link, I'm assuming this is the
reissue cab. Yeah, probably.
With the new trailer mold that the Animation Colors Prime had.
I mean, it's also got, you can see the separate fists there next to the gun on the table. Right.
I keep forgetting Missing Link does have integrated fists.
So weird, but cool. Yeah. Okay, these are actually kind of neat, I guess. I guess Hasbro's doing everything, or Lego's doing everything it can with that Transformers license. They're Lego Brickheads, Optimus, and Bumblebee.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of the Brickheads.
I don't own a single one, but they're $20 each, and I like that.
And you can build the robot and the vehicle at the same time, according to the article copy.
That's why they're $20, because they're normally 10, but this is basically
two of them.
A 2-pack. Yeah,
okay.
So that makes sense.
What I want to know is, are the details stickers or are they tampagraphs?
I bet they're
That's-
stickers.
That's a very good question, though.
They look stickery.
Yeah, with Lego, it could really go either way.
Yeah.
They look stickery, but they also don't look like they are crossing over multiple pieces.
Yeah, that's true. See, this is like, I would never put Lego Optimus Prime or Bumblebee on my desk at work. But I could totally do that here.
Yeah.
And like, oh, it's Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. It's Transformers, but it's also clearly Lego. And like, that has like a twofer sort of thing going for it. So I would definitely consider getting these.
Yeah, no, I mean, if I just wanted like a show off piece for the concept of Lego and Transformers collaborating, like, yeah, it would be this.
Yeah. So we have Yolopark AMK Pro Bumblebee, new photos of AMK Minis. Bumblebee looks really nice.
So, you probably will recall on previous occasions where Hasbro has done G1 cartoon inspired Bumblebees, I have always had some complaint about how the head and the face shape have come out in those efforts. Yolopark seems to have actually gotten it right.
Yeah.
Like, this is the best cartoon inspired Bumblebee head probably anything has had on it since anyone has started trying to do that. And I don't know why Hasbro has not been able to duplicate this level.
It looks fantastic. I want it really bad. So I will definitely get that. I'll get that. The AMK Minis, is this a new price point?
No, these are the ones that are about like 4.5, 5 inches tall. I have a few of those, like Starscream, the Prime, the Megatron.
So this is
the minis notably are what the revived BotCon made Sunstorm and Delta Magnus out of.
Gotcha, it's that. Okay, it's that line.
Yeah.
So these are just new figures.
Yeah, an upcoming assortment and new picture of them.
Yeah, wave 2 seems to be Jazz, Prowl, Hound, Hot Rod, Cliff Jumper, and RC. And wave 3 is Ratchet and Ironhide, Movie Megatron and Optimus Prime, and IDW Orion Pax and Bumblebee. So interesting to see them, spread out from G1 designs so quickly.
Yeah, but it's still G1 characters. Like, yeah, like we're not seeing them branching out beyond that, but that's still cool. Let's see here. What else is going on? Yolopark. We have AMK. We have BMK. What's BMK?
This is beginner model kit.
Ah, okay.
So it's simplified versions, basically. Few points of articulation, not as many parts. I assume easier assembly and, of course, lower price point target, I would hope.
Okay. Is this new, or is this already something
this is upcoming.
Okay.
These pictures, as far as I know, are from Nuremberg Toy Fair. So they're showing off upcoming assortments and product categories.
Okay.
To be honest, I'm kind of curious to see how that works out, because the description sounds similar to the Bandai entry grade Gundam models, which I've talked about, at length. But also, just to be honest, I'm not, other than make it a little bit easier on your hands to snap the parts together, I'm not sure how much simpler you can get than the AMK.
They're pretty simple.
They are. They're like 90% pre-assembled and painted action figures. So yeah, I'm really curious to see what the BMK stuff looks like.
Yeah, I have to assume the main focus of this is just to have a lower price point thing to get people in the door, and then buying the $50, $60 AMK Pros and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that makes as much sense as anything. Though the AMK Minis are not that much to begin with. They're like what, $12, $13 a piece,
roughly.
Yeah, sometimes on sale for less. I've seen like the 2-pack of Optimus and Megatron is regularly $20. So
this might also be something that they're playing with to try to get some traction in like US markets too. So
yeah,
this might be something that's a little bit more approachable for them to pitch to US retailers.
Yeah. Mark shows off Age of the Primes Animated Waspinator on Instagram, and I want it. I need it.
I
keep
wanted
forgetting-
to, but I think I'm gonna wait and see if the price drops a couple dollars on it, because that is a very small toy.
Yeah, that's basically where I would be sitting with this. Like, I have not bought Animated Bumblebee because, like, that's not $25 worth of toy. I've seen it in person.
I mean,
That's
Bumblebee is really nice, and I think I got him off Amazon for like $20 at one point, but even that feels like a big ask for such a small toy.
mhm. Yeah,
But
like
it is
15
nice
tops.
though. They did a good job on it, and I do desperately want it in Waspinator colors.
Yeah. Extensive photos of Age of the Primes Bone Crusher on TFW from user Laserwave. It sure is Bone Crusher.
It is very Bone Crusher.
Yeah.
A little too Bone Crusher.
It's a little too Bone Crusher.
Yeah.
Bone
Love
Crusher is ready.
Love it.
No, I mean, it looks pretty good. There's like, you know, some obvious simplification in the design because they're trying to make it be like Ironhide height. They're trying to make it be the height of a small Voyager to get everything leveled out, but like it looks pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think, of course, Scavenger and Bone Crusher would need as much reimagining, because they said with, like Scrapper, they're having to build an extra engineering to support the weight since there is no frame system in use.
Hmm.
So we're going to see a bunch of figures, that don't look like they have a lot to them,
Right.
but it may be something structurally like with Scrapper that's going to be necessary to support the weight. Otherwise, it can't stand on its own 2 feet.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on Bone Crusher?
Sure is green.
He sure is green.
Yeah, he needs some.
They're Wave 1 toys, right? So they should actually be out within the next couple weeks, I want to say.
They've already been spotted in Indonesia, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm checking CMD store right now. I'm certain they're not there, though.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely needs some stickers or something. Even for a Constructicon, that's a lot of green.
Well,
That was Bone Crusher. Scavenger at least had the purple pants
Purple
going on
treads,
with his
yeah.
treads, but
Yeah.
Bone Crusher was always just really, really green.
Yeah.
Toy hacks will get you sorted out, Don. They'll be fine.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Okay, so right now we are going to travel through time, and we're going to discuss the new HasLab reveal that's happening Friday. Let's jump to what we got this week. Of course, what we got this week, Transformers Wise is on our public RFC feed. And if you're a patron at patreon.com/tfradio, you get the full what we got this week segment with ham sandwiches. I'm going to go first, and I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to come back because I got a package from Sean Hamilton. Our pal that we love, Sean, sent me a box. Sent it to me last week. Spent like $50 to ship it to hit the showtime last week, and I was in bed sick. But I'm going to open it when Diecast, who will go after me, goes. But what I got this week, it's stuff I've mentioned that on the show, like that I was going to purchase. A couple weeks ago, I talked about the 2011 for your consideration Transformers Dark of the Moon DVD. Which is pretty hilarious. So it is a screener DVD that went out for Dark of the Moon during award seasons. Like, they're trying to get people to vote for movies for the Academy Awards. And on the inside of it, it tells you the categories that you should vote for it for. The first being Best Picture of the Year, produced by Don Murphy and Tom DeSantis and Lorenzo Boaventura and Ian Bryce. You could also vote for it for Best Director, Michael Bay. Best Adapted... I'm just going to go through what they're suggesting. Best Adapted Screenplay. Best Visual Effects. I do think it got nominated for Best Visual Effects. Found Best Sound Mixing. And it just keeps going on and on and on. And, if they just made more of these, it might have won Best Picture. But unfortunately, it didn't.
That's pretty cool, though. That's a neat little item to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was cheap, and there are plenty of them on eBay still. So, this one is something that I guess I knew it existed. Maybe I forgot. But there's the kid stuff, books and cassettes from G1, and some of them come, and I guess they come packaged with toys, or can come packaged with toys. This one, though, it's Satellite of Doom and When Continents Collide, but it's on VHS. So you can watch along, listen to Mum-Ra, be Megatron, etc., etc. The cassette box, the cassette box is upside down, or at least as you would normally anticipate it. The cassette comes out of the top, which is weird.
That is weird.
Yeah, but it's cool. My VCR stops. My VCR doesn't do a great job of playing. On most cassettes, it'll stop after like every 10 seconds. So haven't had a chance to sit down and really watch it. But I think I'm going to watch it with my kids after I get a new VCR. I need to go to basically Goodwill and buy, spend $15 to buy all of the ones they have and see which one works best. Also on the VHS front, God, this feels nice and weird in the hands. It is a custom. Back in the day, we would call this a bootleg, but it's a custom VHS of Transformers 1. And it's kind of cool. So the box is really legit. It's printed on one side. It's just a big Transformers 1 in sort of like an 80s looking style or 90s looking style design. On the other side, it's just sort of another Transformers 1 design that is kind of it looks like the Transformers the movie box in a way, with all of the full length animated feature on video cassette, the trade dress on the Family Home Entertainment. It even says Family Home Entertainment on it. Does. Yeah. So the box is really legit. So I honestly, when I bought this, I thought it was going to come with a blank cassette. The labels on the cassette, not as great. It's just a picture of Optimus and it says it on the box. But I popped the tape in, and sure enough, the movie's on the tape. So they went to the effort to, one, make a really nice box, and two, like make labels for the cassette. Then they actually recorded the movie on the cassette. It was $20. Like, I know how much effort it takes just to like dub a movie. Like I would charge more than $20 just for that. But it comes like with a really nice custom box. I think that's pretty great. I would really recommend this.
We've gone beyond theft and straight to art, honestly.
Yes, beyond theft and straight to art. That's exactly so, and that's how I justify it. Like, I own the movie already.
Yeah.
I think we have a show title.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's I would recommend it. The person, though, strangely, all of their products on their products are like this are gone. So I don't know if they got shut down or what. Yeah. Yeah.
Go figure.
Okay, cool. Diecast, I'm going to let you go next while I open up this package from Sean.
Okay. I'm a little bit late to the game, and I haven't opened him, but he came in. I got the Missing Link C-03 Bumblebee, which is the G1, just with...
You get yours from Pulse?
More joints. No, I actually... I think I had it pre-ordered with Pulse, and Chosen Prime got it in, and I had some stuff in there that I purchased from them already that I needed to hit free shipping for. So, two of these were $80 because I ordered Cliff Jumper too, but they accidentally sent me 2 Bumblebees, so they're sending me Cliff Jumper now so I can, put Bumblebee back in the box and send him back. So that's why I only have Bumblebee right now, because I accidentally got 2 instead of a Bumblebee and a Cliff Jumper. But mistakes happen, things happen. It's no big deal. I'll get the toy. Then I also got the Star Saber team from Fans Hobby for what line is that? Armada, right?
Yeah.
So got them in. Like I said, it was just sitting in the in my roller stash. And then I also got the add-on kit for Animated Voyager Optimus Prime. I haven't obviously opened it yet, but That's what adds trailer and wings and that whole kit. The last thing I got, and I'm kind of disappointed in myself because I haven't messed with it at all. I got the DX9 Sideswipe, masterpiece Sideswipe. So it's weird. It actually doesn't come with instructions, but there is a YouTube QR code.
Right.
I have not watched it yet, but no instructions. Just go watch a video. So
Hey, Diecast.
yeah,
I did watch a video on that. You may want to find a reviewer that's already done one because there are some very, very tight tolerances on that hood. Very scary tight.
Well, they have a video for the transformation, so
well, yeah,
I'm
a lot of
assuming
those
that would
usually
be good enough.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. You may
Yeah,
want to look
I think Don's point as well. Taking a reviewer might cover some stuff in a way different from the official instructions.
And also the fact is that sometimes those QR code reviewers are in their native language, and the captions really aren't all that helpful.
Well, I'm still deciding if I want to review it or not, and if I do, I don't like watching anyone else's review.
Yeah,
that's
but you
fair.
don't
I
want to
get
break the
that.
figure either.
Oh no, he does want to break it because that's what gets the clicks.
I mean, if I watch a video from the manufacturer to transform it and I still end up breaking it, transforming it, it's kind of on me.
And I mean, at that point, that's also subject matter for the review too.
Right. Not that I want that subject matter. I'd rather not.
But it gets the clicks, Diecast.
Yeah. Well,
he burned Kronos. Of course, he wants the clicks.
That deserved it. But yeah, that's all I got on topic this week.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna jump back to myself. So Sean sent me. I'm gonna go over the toy first, and the thing though that I thought was it's all really cool. But like he sent me the Dawn action figure a while back. From Star Wars. I cannot remember the
Rancor Keeper.
Rancor Keeper. Yeah, the Rancor Keeper, the Dawn Core Keeper. He sent this. I'm going to read the note. Ancient spirits of evil transformed this decayed and wretched form into Mum Dawn, the ever-dealing. So it's Dawn Mumra.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's
okay,
awesome.
I like that. Amazing. I do like that. I do like that.
That's awesome. I love that. But
the ever-dealing part is wonderful. That's
it's really good.
Yeah, I'm keeping this. But for you guys, except for Chris, because I think you already have this.
Mine did not get sent. Well, if it got sent out, it has not been delivered yet. But I think I know what.
Okay, so Sean has Sean. It's been a joke in the Discord how we need to do an RFC tote bag for a Patreon, and for a Patreon we do have the There Goes My Money podcast, and Sean sent like several different iterations of There Goes My Money tote bags. There's a black one and a green one and a white one and a blue one, and they're awesome. So I'm gonna pick the ones that most represent like you guys and send them to you. So you can have a There Goes My Money tote bag.
How great would that be, walking around a convention with a tote bag that says "There goes my money"?
I mean, honestly, honestly, you could just take it to the grocery store. Say, because I mean, it still works.
Literally
There goes my money.
Perfect shopping bag.
It's a perfect shopping bag.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Sean regretfully informed me that orange was not among the spectrum of colors that he received the pile of tote bags in. So, alas for me, I will have to receive some other color to be determined later.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, Sean. The box said it's like includes fabric, do not cut, and I'm like, oh crap, what's going to mean here? So that's amazing. That's pretty awesome. Thank you, Sean. I love that. Mum Dawn.
A couple of things. I got Dr. Wu's Impact Wave, which is their take on the Dino cassettes that just came in today.
Oh, nice.
Oh, where from?
Show Z.
See, like I pre-ordered those on Show Z. They charged me for them on the 16th, and nothing more ever happened with them. I don't know what happened with that.
Yeah.
Well, I have a Show Z order that's on the way. I hope I get it.
Yeah. Same here. I was getting the darker colors, but then I saw some people had them in hand in the two, and I think the brighter colors really look better than the desaturated ones. So I'm looking forward to opening them up. Today I went down to have a doctor's appointment out of town, and I stopped by Nerd Bombers in Greensboro, collectible store. And I've been looking at this for several months. I never picked it up because it wasn't complete, or so I thought. And then I asked them because they moved it to a new display case, and I said, "Can you pick this figure up and see if the other pieces are underneath it?" She did. It was like, "No, they're not there, but we have a couple of extra baggies." So I said, "Okay, I might know the parts." So we went through a couple of the bags, and lo and behold, for 7 months the thing was complete. It's just the bag was nowhere near close to the figure. So using up my credit, I decided to get 2007, 2008 Leader Class Deep Desert Brawl.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, because the parts that were missing was the small machine guns up top. So for like 7 months, he's been just turretless on gunless on these, and he's in great shape. I can't quite get the transformation figured out because of the arms. This thing always gave me trouble because I can't get the arms flush enough for the back part to connect.
Good old movie toys.
Yeah, but I've never had this version, and I thought it's complete, it's clean. So I thought now I really don't need it. I don't need a Deep Desert version if they redo the masterpiece in that. I've got one and I'm happy. So I got that. And last thing I got was I engaged in a little bit of theft, as Brian is possibly considering doing. I don't know.
I have theft on the way if I ever
You have
get it.
theft on the way. With Rattrap being released, I needed to complete my Beast Wars Season 1 cast. And I was afraid with Rattrap, people might be going back and buying a lot of the Dinobots that are still out there. And regular Dinobot, Takara Dinobot, is going for anywhere from $300 to $500, at least.
Oh, I need to sell mine.
At least list price. So I was able to find a reputable seller on eBay, and I got the Infinite Transformation version for about a third of the price minimum of what the regular one goes for. Because once he goes in robot mode, he's just going to sit on the shelf with the rest of the Maximals.
It's always good when you can find a reputable distributor for disreputable toys.
Yeah.
Well,
Did
it's
you
just
transform it yet?
I know. I just literally got it today.
Oh, okay.
I know there's some issues with you got to watch out for stuff, clearances and stuff like that. But like, I don't ever plan on transforming him again once he gets out of dinosaur mode.
I'm sure Diecast could give you some tips on how to break the shoulder.
Yeah.
But I got a good deal on him, and he's going to complete my season 1 cast pretty much until we get Air Razor. So I'm happy with that. That I've and I was also at the point where I've looked at like 20 of them at multiple sites, and I was like, I'm done. This guy's got a good feedback record. I asked him a couple questions, and I got him.
Cool.
That it?
Yeah, that's it. That's it for on topic.
Matt.
Yes, like Diecast, I also got the missing Link Bumblebee about 2 months after everybody else got it, because I did get mine from Pulse. Unlike Diecast, I also got Cliff Jumper.
Smart man.
Yes. Really, really love them both. They put a ton of work into these toys to make them just all sorts of posable, shoulders, knees, ankles. They've got ankle tilts. Like, it's amazing what they've done with these toys. They look great on their own, but when you put them next to Missing Link Convoy, even better. Absolutely love them. Can't wait for Sunstreaker. But that is all I've got this week.
John?
Nothing on topic this week.
Okay. Chris?
Oh, thankfully not. No.
Rob?
Nothing on topic.
Cool. Let's jump to ham sandwiches, the off-topic portion of what we got this week, and I will start off with I shipped my pile of loot for like however long. I held off as long as I could, and I got a bunch of G.I. Joe and Masters of the Universe, and I don't really care about any of them. They're just in the box, and I'm not even going to bother to get it. There's probably something in there that I like, but maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Diecast, what did you get?
I got the very, very tiny Voltron.
That's not lions.
Yeah, it's not lions. It's not the good Voltron. But I collect both. So this is the one the Action Toys
Action
made.
Toys vehicle Voltron set
Yeah,
from last year.
it is wow. It's I had no idea. Like when you actually put it together, it doesn't look like it's like it comes apart. Like that's how, and it does have a couple issues. Like I actually just fixed the waist because his waist just kept falling down from the weight of his hands being in front of him. Um,
Well, I mean, we all get that way eventually. Like I have that problem some days.
yeah, and the legs to like push them in, you had to use like way too much force to where you thought you were going to break the figure. But once you get it all pegged together, he's fine. And now I don't want to take him apart because he's so small. And also the wing tips. I lost one of the wing tips. I looked for it for like 3 hours because I thought it fell on the floor. It actually fell in the plastic clamshell behind one of the extra hands. So I didn't even realize till I was like, okay, I guess I just don't have that wing anymore. And I moved one of the hands to put one of his rotors in it because they come with special hands for it.
Yeah, to do the spinning laser blades.
Yeah, and then I found the extra wing piece that I was missing. So, yeah, it's a truly frustrating toy that now that it's put together and posed, I'm gonna put it on a shelf and never touch it again.
That's from the people that was doing the Machine Robo reboot figures as well.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's I think it's Make Toys.
Yeah, that's the running theory.
Yeah.
I certainly see where people are coming from with that.
So, but yeah, that's that off topic. That's all I got.
Donald.
Two things. I got from Valaverse. They released their Vanguard last year, and they realized that there was a slight design oversight on the gun turret where it doesn't elevate. And that's not really great for a mobile military vehicle that can only shoot in a straight line in a circle. So they provided all of us that bought one with a replacement turret. So I got that in. So now they can shoot up at an angle instead of just straight on. And something I talked to y'all about, I was going to get it, and I decided not to. Cross Frame Girl Galfigar.
Oh no.
I decided to take a chance because everywhere in the US was sold out at 110 and up. Shipping from Japan, while it was 60, would have been another 60. So that would have made it 120 and 130. Target had it for $97.
Target
third-party seller had it on sale for $97. I got my Target discount to knock off the tax, and I got the free shipping.
Is anybody else like weirded out by third-party sellers from like department store websites? That's just bizarre.
It's odd.
I know it's very strange. Like I said, I had it marked to like notify me when in stock, but this thing is huge. Now I see why the shipping from Japan was $60.
Yeah, that is
because I was thinking it would be a lot smaller, like the original Tryon 3 model kit or something a little bit bigger than that. I didn't realize she was going to be this.
I mean, probably assembled, it's going to be a lot smaller than that. That's just how the runners are designed.
Right.
That they're that size.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's
so
it's
Don.
Just, I'm
going to give you the most important advice I've probably ever given you. Don't ever try to build that. Hold on to that. And when the secondary market price on that balloons up over time, turn around and sell it and buy yourself something that you'll enjoy more.
Okay.
Like those model kits are not for the faint of heart, and I don't want the heartbreak to visit upon you when you try to put that together and something goes tragically wrong with it.
To be totally honest, Don, it might be a good time to finally get that high grade Tryon 3 as practice.
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
Maybe work on your Shogun Megazord model kit too.
I sold it.
Hold that.
Oh,
I
okay.
s- Yeah, I sold that to get money to pay for my orange Toy World Devastator from 6.0.
I need to build
Okay.
mine.
So,
But yeah,
okay, well, you've given me some things. You gave me some thoughts then.
yeah, like I assume that will probably have a pretty strong secondary market price, given a little bit of time passing, especially if it is selling out a fair bit. Yeah, it might be something to just sit on as a later investment. Or if you get confident enough in your modeling skills before that point, then, maybe at that point, crack it open and give it a go.
Yeah.
Just,
But
This point, there probably are build videos for it, so you can always take a look around and see how confident you feel in your ability to,
Okay.
reproduce that.
right.
Yeah.
This is, it from the size of the box, I'm going to say it's probably complexity wise, at least on the level of a Bandai Master Grade kit, and those can be tricky sometimes. So,
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. I may just leave her in the box then and
Yeah.
just sort of go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't blame you for wanting to build it, but yeah,
Right.
this may be a little bit of an advanced kit, so a little bit of research may do you some
Yeah.
good here.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But that's all I have on topic.
Matt?
Off topic.
Yeah, so I got the set number 1 for Shoto Super of the Kyoryugers.
Oh, nice.
Dino Charge Power Rangers. They come with, like all the other sets, just oodles and oodles of hands. So many hands. They each have a replaceable right arm with the extra armor pieces to go along with their individual weapons, which are also included. And the combined form of the weapon, everybody has their swords. Everybody has 2 versions of the revolver because one of them is designed to fit with the collapse version of the sword, which is included.
To make the shotgun.
Yeah. Yeah, these sets are absolutely great. So, like I said, this is set 1. There are 2 other sets because there were so many Kyoryugers.
Right, of course.
Infuriatingly, though, none of those sets include Death Ryuger.
Oh,
jeez.
They decided to include Carnival with set 3 instead of Death Ryuger. They put the boomerang in there, but not Death Ryuger himself.
huh.
So angry. So angry. But that's all I got.
John, did you get anything?
I got Dial Tone. I don't think I talked about him. Like I opened him up this last week. So classified Dial Tone. He's neat. They didn't really try to modernize him because what are you going to do with Dial Tone? Outside of that, though,
You
Nick.
got that, didn't you get that Krang-headed shredder?
Oh yeah, thanks for the reminder. I did get that. I already put him up on the display shelf with the other Archie Comics stuff. But yeah, I got the NECA's Archie Comics Shredder or Krang during that horrifying part of the comics where he was sitting on Shredder's head and controlling his body. Shredder's head was up the backside, the business side of Krang for a while until he freed himself and then literally walked out of the comics and like never came back. So
Wouldn't
like
you?
yeah, I don't blame him. So that was like the last he literally like walked out of I think it was either a door or a hole in the wall after, like a fight or something. He never came back after that story arc, which is awesome. So anyway, yeah, he's great. NECA's Archie line is it's really fun. And for once with that one, that was part of like this big reset that most Walmarts got around the same time last week. And he was super easy to find. So I
I
really
even saw it at
appreciate
my
that.
local Walmart, which is why I thought of it.
Amazing. So anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, thanks for the reminder. Outside of that though, nothing off topic.
So that dial tone, to get dial tone exactly right, you have to have a great backpack. How's his backpack?
It's fine. Like I said, they didn't. They really didn't bother updating it at all because again, it's
I think they changed the
iconic.
microphone into a viewfinder
Yeah, that's it.
to
That's
update it ever so slightly.
Yeah, that's it. The viewfinder flips down like over his shoulder,
Okay.
and it doesn't line up great like with his eye. Like you have to pose him very specifically and space it really specifically. And he does suffer from the issue that a lot of classified figures have where the backpack doesn't really like tab in that great
Yeah.
into his back. which messes with the spacing again on the viewfinder. But the silhouette of his backpack looks the same as the classic toy. It's got that kind of weird curving thing
Yeah.
kind of over the back of his head. But yeah, Matt's right. They did give him this flip over the shoulder viewfinder. It's just the fitting of it is kind of funny to get it to look just right. But he is nice. Yeah, I mean, he's nice. I have no complaints about him. Um, he's not the best. He's certainly not the worst classified toy.
Cool.
So John Manicare wants to know if the Krang in that set is the same Dimension X brain mold as the one from Belly Bomb.
Good question. No. So it's different mold. I don't know if his tendril, his front arms, quote unquote, are exactly the same, but the body of Krang is completely different expression on his face. And one thing that is a little disappointing, that might be overstating it. A missed opportunity is that the first Krang that came with Belly Bomb is not compatible with this Shredder body. So the Krang that comes with this Shredder, obviously he's got underneath him the place for the dumbbell peg to peg into Shredder's neck. Belly Bomb's Krang is just solid on the underside. So it would have been really cool, really good, like foresight to have all the Archie Krangs be compatible with Shredder's body, but unfortunately, the first one is not.
Cool. Thanks, John. So, Rob, you said you didn't get anything, right?
I didn't get anything on topic.
On topic. Okay.
I do have a few off topic.
Okay. Yeah. What'd you get?
I also got some Shoto figures this week, thanks to Blade Raider in our Discord, tfradio.net/Discord. I got the versions of Kamen Rider 1 and 2 in their original costumes from Shoto Double Cross Wave 10, which just hit. And so far, I haven't put them together yet, but just taking a look, through the baggies, they're really nice looking. Shoto is one of those lines that does very well in that like Bandai sense of having like constant improvement. So this is like probably the second or third or possibly even fourth versions of this Rider 1 and 2 suit they've done, but it does have better articulation and a few improved accessories and such here and there. Also, Bandai, like, they do not paint the green accents on the back of the figure's torso, but how much that bothers you for the price of Shotos is fairly negotiable. I'll put it this way: with shipping in their little boxes, Blade only didn't want very much at all. Like, I could less than a Transformers Deluxe. So I really appreciate that, Blade. Thank you so much. It's nice to have those. The other thing I got, and I want to take a second here before I move on to it, because I realized while we were talking that Chris and I were so busy going, "Oh no, Don, what have you done?" that Don did not quite have an opportunity to explain what Cross-Frame Girl Gal Figar is. And what it is a model kit of an anime girl with an outfit / armor that looks like Gal Figar. In our Discord, Don was likening it to a magical girl costume, which is, to be honest, like far more charitable than any place my mind ever went looking at that. So, Don is just, he's got that Don optimism that I just cannot match.
Well, it's as I mentioned to Captain Rufus, it's in good taste.
That is debatable, frankly, but I'm glad you're happy.
I've seen worse.
I have too. I've seen somewhat better, but I've also seen worse.
Yeah, I mean, this one probably is relatively in good taste.
I feel, yeah, we did talk about this a little bit when they announced the Optimus Prime one a couple weeks ago. But
that one's in good taste.
Yeah, that one I feel like is like
firmly in good taste.
Much more in good taste than Gal Figar. Again, that is a personal preference. Mm-hmm. No disrespect intended, but that's
absolutely
my take on it. But no, the thing I got, which is not any of those things, I got the 30-minute missions Verdinova kit from Bandai, which is a 1/144 scale robot, and it has basically a flight pack that is actually removable and can be reconstructed into its own little jet thing, sled, an accompanying vehicle, what have you. I was talking about this line last week. 30-minute missions is kind of like Zivas meets Miyake joints when you get down to it. It's held together by a lot of those 3mm clips. All the parts are interchangeable, so it is like really good for customs and really easy to put together. And that's what made me think of the cross-frame girl thing, Don. If you want to, start honing your modeling skills, the 30-minute mission kits, there's a bunch of them. They're very cheap and they're fairly, accessible. So that might be a good place for you to start, actually.
I'll do. Yeah, I'll watch some videos on that, and I'll see if I can't build up my skills. And if she
and
does
confidence,
go,
importantly.
yeah, and if she does really go on the, because I've got Solar Jigok and Galfigar, so it's not like I don't have a representation.
Yeah.
So if she does go through the roof, I'll sell her. I'll make some money and use that for something else that maybe won't be as frustrating.
Yeah, I just don't want to see you waste your money and feel frustrated in that way, Don. So yeah,
I appreciate you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, but yeah, that is pretty much the extent of what I've gotten this week.
Chris, did you get anything?
Oh, thankfully not. No.
So a reminder: ham sandwiches in the full. What we got this week segment is exclusive to our patrons at patreon.com/TFRadio. Patrons get an ad-free version of the show. You get it a day early, higher bit rate. Again, you get to complete what we got this week segment. The weekly Patreon exclusive pre-show podcast, which I'm a few weeks behind on and need to go back and catch up and get those posted.
Well, Ness said you didn't even have to post last week's.
I don't. Why not?
I don't remember even what we were talking about last week, but Ness was just like, yeah, tell Brian he doesn't even have to post this week's pre-show.
Okay. So I'll go back and listen to see what's going on there. I wasn't on that one. You get a fancy color, which is red if you're connected your Patreon to your Discord. You get There Goes My Money a week early. Patrons at the Touch tier get to be on There Goes My Money. Touch patrons get to be mentioned on the show each weekend at tfradio.net/credits, and I'll do that now. Kevin Dorsey, Daniel Scott, Jacob Lucia, Sean Bratton, Emmett Stresovich, Hector Bones, Jay Klein-Rye, Joey Russell, Here's Why It's Cool, Rabbits, Ryan Bona, Sean Hamilton, Sean Williamson, Spider Bob, Trickster, Nathan's Fast Talk Food Reviews, and Mollusk Koenig. Thank you all so much. You guys are awesome. Again, if you want to be one of these fine folks, go to patreon.com/TFRadio and sign up at the Touch tier, but sign up at any tier. We would appreciate it. It'd help us out. You can find all of our podcasts going back 25 years at tfradio.net. We have other links there, but we have an archive of thousands of podcasts of all different makes and varieties that we've tried over the years. Video games, wrestling, role-playing games.
Star Trek.
Power
That was actually
Rangers.
a good podcast, though.
It was. Thousands of podcasts. tfradio.net. You can find everything that is worth checking out that I've done at briankilby.com. I'm also on Blue Sky at kilby.bsky.social. Rob Springer, not here. He is at RoboRobSpringer on Twitter and at zonebase.bsky.social. He's also at zonebase.org. Diecast, how do people get a hold of you?
They can get a hold of me on Twitter and Blue Sky at Diecast2, like my Facebook page at Reviews by Diecast. And you can see some reviews at tfradio.net/reviews or youtube.com/RFC reviews.
Very cool. Don.
I can be reached on Twitter at HMRC, the number 4 EVR. I can also be reached on Blue Sky at HMRC, the number 4 EVR.bluesky.social. I can also be seen on the brand new Plasticast on Plasticon Studios YouTube channel every Sunday at 8 o'clock. This week, we're going to be talking, if everything goes according to plan, GoBots. So join us for a little bit of Mighty Robots, Mighty Vehicles.
So Don, I wanted to mention, we're moving the show actually to Sundays at 8. So you got to make a choice. So Matt, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Melvar.bsky.social. That's with 3 L's and 2 R's.
I'm just giving Don crap.
That's what Don gets for cheating on us.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to key Don's car the next time I see him. John.
That John D everywhere, except on eBay where it's Cloudburst. I've started to upload Beast Wars Neo stuff there.
I'm going right now.
More's coming.
Do you have do you have Break up there?
No, not yet. Not yet.
So as I'm
talk to me after the show.
I gotta find Break first, but he's around here. Anyway,
Okay.
Not yet.
So as I'm giving Don crap, Don was very polite and asked me if I minded. I'm like, I don't mind at all, Don. Just have fun. I want you out there and doing your Don stuff. Give Don to the world.
Can't believe Don's cheating on us again.
I know, right? My heart's broken.
I can't believe Don's out there giving his Don stuff to the world instead of giving it to us.
Do we mean nothing?
Stop hurting us, Don.
Yeah. Well, I also didn't get a chance to promote my Amazon list because I've added some new stuff. One of our friends gave us some, as I mentioned, some belated Christmas gifts. Oh, I need to mention that. I forgot to. They gave us Transformers Uno, which I look forward to playing. I'm not quite. Apparently you can. There's the flip card turns all Autobots into Decepticons and vice versa. So I'll be interested to see how that works as a game mechanic. And also, you may have seen these small little 8x10 photos that are blueprints of the original Transformers from the patent office. Richard got me about 5 of those: Starscream, Optimus, Prowl, or one of the Dotson brothers. It's kind of hard to tell. So I'm going to be looking forward to framing those and putting them downstairs on the artwork wall whenever I can get to that.
Sweet. Cool. Rob?
I am on Blue Sky at robflails.bsky.social. I also am on YouTube at youtube.com/flailthroughs. I think there's a slash in there too. They changed how the URLs worked a while back, and I'm old. So, but yeah, I'm on there. I cover Gundam games. Gundam Battle Operation 2 just got a major update with a new higher cost for new mobile suits and a new hangar upgrade system that I'm really enjoying. And yeah, so if you want to see what changes with the game every week, Thursday mornings around 11 Eastern, I will have the update video for you. If you like what I'm doing over there, patreon.com/flailthroughs, you can support the channel, and I appreciate everyone who does. And if you just feel like sending me something, tfradio.net/playlist.
Very cool. Chris?
I'm Chris RTXV on Blue Sky. My website is at playwithphotography.com. And my Amazon wish list is at tfradio.net/chrislist, which in addition to, sending me nice things to make me happy, also through the Amazon affiliate program sends some money back to the show to pay for things like sending Don things to make his diabetes go crazy.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Well, that's it. We will see you next week. Have a good one.
Recording stopped.
I guess, do we want to do a live stream of our HasLab talk?
We can. I mean,
I don't care either way.
Okay.
Yeah, either way, it's fine.
Hey, also, we got an invite to the Hasbro event on the 1st in New York. It's in the evening.
Interesting.
Yeah, so Diecast, you're going to be able to go, right?
Yeah, as long as I filled out the survey. They asked if you had a your Toy Fair ticket, and I was like, no, I don't have a Toy Fair ticket, so I don't know if they're just going to provide one or.
Oh well, yeah. Hopefully, we'll find out. I can. Yeah, we'll find out. That's. I'm glad you caught that because I didn't catch it when I was looking it over. Yeah. So I don't. We'll figure out what we're doing if we're doing a live stream, because it'd be nice to do a live stream.
I mean, I'm up for it.
The event in the evening.
I missed the Toy Fair. I missed the Toy Fair live stream.
Yeah, the event though is at night.
On a Saturday.
Yeah, on a Saturday. So we'll talk about it over the next week. And then we can start promoting it.
Yeah.
That'll be good. But even if Diecast doesn't get a ticket and doesn't go, there's still an event. We can still talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, people watching live, I want to kill the stream because my throat hurts, so I'm gonna do that
Good
now.
plan.
Yeah. So
good night, everybody.
Goodbye, Twitch.
Night.
And goodbye, YouTube. Here in a second, once I'm able to go and hit the stop button.
Yeah. If we're gonna do any kind of stream for that, I need to know ahead of time so I can put in for the vacation.
Right.